Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today I actually came into the 7-1 formatted very late, right? I just got into the trade. I wasn't actually in the trade the whole of today. I just came in to check out the 7-1 formatted and see how we can trade it today, right? So by the looks of today's trend, I mean the day started around somewhere here, right? So this is it, probably around somewhere here. So the day started around somewhere here. So obviously we can see that we are in a downtrend the whole of today, right? We're in a downtrend. Now, under normal circumstance, if I come to enter into trades like this, I just look at the last swing highs of the day, right? Not the last day, not the last swing highs of the whole week, but just the last swing highs of the day, right? So obviously, when you look at it, you realize that this right here was our last high, and probably all the way down to this level right here, right? So right here, around somewhere here, that was our last low. But because of this week, so our last low probably be this right here before this whole movement, right? So obviously we did break it. If we are going to bring it all the way up to this level right here, you realize that we did break it, right? So broke this level and we push all the way down. Now within the 714 method, let's analyze it and see how we can get a trade based on that. All right, so if you look at the 714 method, we have something like the V trend, right? So price actually took off from somewhere here, pushed all the way up back into this 5-hour gap right here. You can see that we're just having some push just a little bit down, but price came all the way back down to this level again, meaning price came all the way back to its original assets, right, or its original pool. So that's it. Indirectly, we are in something that I called a V trend. It goes like this. So price started from here, pushed all the way up to this level, came all the way back down to the entry and close right there. So that's what we are having right now. So if we are having this kind of trend, what we need to do is just you need to mark this lows right here. So let me change the color, right? So let me change the color. So you need to mark this lows right here and obviously mark this high right here within the 714 method. So if price breaks through this level right here, um, and you see a break of structure, right? So this was going to happen if price breaks through it and we see a break of structure, right? So this right here is what's a break of structure. So let me erase this. All right. So this right here is what's a break of structure. We enter into the trade, right? So that's how simple it is. Very simple and very easy. But right now you can obviously see that price did break through it and it's still pushing all the way up. The reason why I've not gotten into this trade and I'm just yabbing a lot right now or talking a lot right now is just because of the way the trend is. You can see that this right here was a very serious location, right? Price kept respecting the support level right here. So there's a likelihood that if price gets back into the support level with the 714 method, as you can see, price will probably respect it, push all the way back into this highs right here. You can see those highs right there, push all the way back into this highs right here before we now drop, and we'll probably get through this support level and drop all the way down to probably somewhere here, right? Because if you look at the trend on a bigger time frame, you can see that the downtrend is almost over. So you can see that the downtrend is struggling to go right. We are struggling to push down. As you can see, there are a lot of buyers coming in. So there's a likelihood that price will equally push through all the way up into this level right here. Probably maybe even reach here, right? Before actually breaking through this low right here. And when this low is broken through, you obviously know we are going to drop, and we might drop all the way down to yesterday's lows, right? So that's just what I'm looking at the moment. But if this is a bullish engulfing candle, if this closes as a bullish engulfing candle, I'll probably get into a short trade. Just a small trade from here up to this level right here, right? Very, very simple. But for now, with the 714 method, price hasn't told you to get in yet. You can see that right now we don't have a break of structure at the moment, and the trend is not quite powerful. The downtrend is not quite powerful. So if the downtrend is not that it's not that powerful, you do what, you just try your best and wait for a moment or just some few minutes and see what's happening. I'll just go to a bigger time frame and analyze it much better. You understand the concept or what is happening at the moment, right? So this is a 45-minute time frame, right? This is a 45-minute time frame. Consider this was a very nice rejection high, right? This high got rejected very powerfully, but obviously you can see that there was a lot of buyers coming in order to do what, break out through this high right here. But it's not tested, right? It's not tested. Even though price came in, you can see price came into this high again, then respected it very well, pushed all the way up, so it's not yet tested. So there's a likelihood that price will flip from here, then push all the way back just to test this high right here. Just to test this high right here, and will now push all the way down, probably to this fair value gap right here, right? Or maybe that one below it, as you can see, because that one is actually on a what? On a very strong level, right? So we'll probably hit this level right here, push all the way back down into this level right here and before actually take off, right? So there's a likelihood that that will also happen. But when price do not yet give you anything, don't enter into a trade. You can see that I'm still just waiting to see what happens. I was saying if this candle closes as a bullish engulfing candle or enter into a trade, you can obviously see that it's closing as a what? A bearish candle, right? So if it closes as a bearish candle, it's just telling you that buyers are coming in, but sellers are still conquering, right? Very simple. So with that, you can obviously go to a very small time frame where you can get enough trades to execute, right? So if you go back to a smaller time frame, like a 1 minute time frame. So on a 1 minute time frame, this is what we are looking at, right? You can see what you are looking at from here. You can see that this right here was a support level. Price did break through that support level, but push all the way back into it to do what, to retest that support level right there, as you can see. But it also tried its best and broke through this high right here without the wicks. If we are not including the wicks, you can see that it actually broke through the high right there. But indirectly, it's just telling you that the retest has been done. So price is going to do what, price is trying its best to drop very smoothly, right? But you can still see that sellers are struggling. You can still see that sellers are struggling, right? Sellers are struggling real hard. So with this, most of the times, what I do is I trace the trend, right? What do I mean by trace the trend? So obviously, when you look at it, you realize that this right here was our last low. That was our last low right there. The price just broke through with this nice push right here from here all the way back down to this level right here. So price broke through it. It gave us what, this nice lows right here. So let me change this to high so that you can see it well. So after price broke through this low, it gave us this nice low right here, right? Obviously, you can see that price did broke through it as well, giving us a new low, which is this. Now, with this new low, the trend came all the way down to this level somewhere here, as you can see, and price did break through that one too. This is our last low right here. Price broke to it as well and give us what's this nice low right here. So obviously, if you look at it from this high right here all the way down to this level right here, you see, realize that we are still in a downtrend, right? Because this high right here has not been taken. So we are still in a downtrend, but you can obviously see that sellers are struggling. Sellers are struggling. So right now, what price is going to do is going to manipulate, right? It's going to send people the wrong way before it actually pushes into the right way, right? So obviously, right now, what is the price action at the moment? I want you to look at this and let's analyze the price action at this current moment, right? So when you look at this, what do you expect or what do you see right now? You can obviously see that just right here, right? You can see that we had this nice bullish candle. Price push all the way up, followed by a very serious bullish candle, which came into this highs right here, but ended up closing at what the liquidities that were around what this high right here, right? And the next candle closes as a what? As a bearish candle. Price is pushing all the way down. We are not going all the way up. This is just a retest, right? So let's get into the trade. No, this is I'm not actually going to be in this trade for a long period of time. So I have to maximize my profits before I actually get out of this trade, right? So yeah, so it's obviously it's telling you that price is done with the retracement. This right here is a retracement, right? Price is done with it. Price is pushing all the way back down, right? Very, very simple. That's what it's telling you at the moment. So you can equally just get into your trade with this wick right here. You can see this candle right here. That's right there should be where your stop loss should be. So this candle right here should be where your stop loss should be, right? So because of this price action here, a lot of people will look at it and they'll be like, oh yeah, price is pushing all the way up. But indirectly, it's just telling you that price is no longer going up, right? Price is just pushing all the way down, very, very smooth. You don't even have to stress yourself that much to get a trade today. You could have obviously been in the trade probably early around somewhere here. You could have already been in the trade. You consider the candle closes very, very well, right? So you could have already been in the trade, but as you already know, sometimes you just have to wait for a confirmation before you actually enter into the trade because you don't actually know where price is going to, right? So right now, this is where I actually think price is trying to come to, all the way down to this level right here. So most of the times, how I set my TP is actually quite different. This is what I do. Today, I'm in two trades, right? So I have to add another trade, making it three, so that I can actually get enough from what I'll be doing. But I think, today I don't actually really have the I actually felt like trading today. Uh, I was with my students for a very long time, and I'm just right now. I'm just quite very very tired. So I don't think me getting my ass kicked on a trade will help. I think it's going to just worsen my case, or it's just going to make me feel terrible, right? So these two trades are all right. If I get this wrong as a trader, you always have to do it. Think about the other way around, right? You don't always think you are going to be in profit after profit after profit, right? So first of all, we can realize we obviously know that this level right here is a very huge support level, right? So the first thing we need to do is put our stop loss just below it, so that just below it's not so around probably somewhere here. All right, so we should just put our stop losses below it because when price actually pushes through this, it can just be a manipulation before price will reverse all the way up, right? Very, very simple. So our second TP can now be at the latest or the last place that I actually think we are going. But that's just by the way, when price pushes through this level right here, it might just manipulate around this. It might just be a manipulation so that a lot of people enter into sales and price will just reverse all the way up. So when your when your first TP is here and price pushes through it, you are already in a win, right? You are already in a win. You don't have to stress yourself that much because you are already in a win, right? Very, very simple, right? So you don't have to stress yourself that much. So that's just it. That's just it. Price is going to get to our first TP. Then we put our second TP at break even. Just in any case, price tries to do the wicked stuff that it always does, right? Which is just manipulating to pull all the way back up, right? So right now, as you can see, there's no serious amount of sellers in this trend right now. The trend is just trying its best to collapse, right? That's just what it's doing currently. It's not going anywhere. It's just trying its best to collapse. Very, very simple as that. So any amount that we are going to get, it should be fast, it should be quick. It shouldn't be any huge thing that we think, we shouldn't be targeting huge levels, right? The reason why I'm targeting this C level is there's a lot of liquidity down here because right here is a very big fair value gap if you go to a bigger time frame, right? So that's why I'm actually targeting below here. But this right here is my main focus. When price gets to this, I'll probably put my stop loss at break even, and I'm good to go. Even when price gets back and hits my stop loss, I don't really care. But that's right, because I'm going to be in profit already. All right, so right now that our first TP has been hit, I've already told you guys what do you do when your first TP is hit. You just try your best and do what and pull your stop loss towards break even, right? Very, very simple because price can equally do anything. All right, now first TP is hit. Just hold on a sec. So you guys can actually get out of your second trades right now. You see that this 6K, right? Most of you guys who did not actually get in that much, you can actually get out of your second trades because I actually really like the way this trend is going though, but we might actually reach the last point. But if you are in a lot of trades, you can see that the sellers are coming in much, much more higher. So that means that buyers are just trying to probably push them to a corner before they will now start striking, right? So you can get out of either one or two trades, but you leave the rest. Let's see whether we reach the final lows, right? So that's just it. All right. Now, guys, as you can see, so I've just right now most of my students have already gotten out of their first and second trades, right? Very, very simple. I'm actually sharing my screen to them, so that's why I was talking twice. So obviously, as you can see, our first TP has already gotten hit, right? So let me just write it out probably somewhere here. First TP, right? So all right, so that's it. TP1, right? So our TP1s have already gotten hit. So you see the reason why I was saying that we should put our first TP here, right? Because when you actually zoom out this trade, you can see that right here was a very strong level, right? Very, very strong level. So if this trend had actually pushed through this and it was going to reverse all the way up, it would have just started reversing from here, right? It's very, very simple. But right now, I'm quite confident that price will actually push all the way up rather than I'm quite confident that price will actually push all the way down, right? Sorry. I'm quite confident that will push all the way down just a little bit. Probably to this, this is the last low I actually think price will get to. But for the meantime, let's see what happens. Everybody should bring their stop losses here, right? So that you have something, right? You have something, this lows right here. So let's put it at this lows right here. All right, so that's okay. In any case, price pushes on. I've told you guys, uh, get out of some trades and just leave at least probably two or maybe three. Today, I'm not entering into a lot of trades, but that's why I'm using a bigger lot size, right? So you guys should do that. But let's see what happens, whether we reach this level or not. And New York hasn't even kicked in yet, right? I think New York will kick in by somewhere 1 o'clock, right? So by 1 o'clock, New York will kick in. But New York hasn't actually kicked in yet. So you guys can still be in the treats. If we get to 11K, I want you guys should actually get out of at least leaving only one trade. This is where I think we will pull back, but you can equally leave it. But this is where I'll be getting out. But you already know what I've been telling you guys. If you are going to leave a trade, make sure that you are in massive profits whilst you leave it, right? Yesterday, I left this trade early, this buy right here, from here all the way up, right? So I was in that trade way down, right? Probably around somewhere here, around yeah, around somewhere here. I got in, was it here or something like? I can't actually remember, but I got in below here, right? Price just went up just a little bit, then I got out of the trade, and you guys got this whole trend, right? So today I'm quite tired. I'm quite tired. Quite tired at the moment. So. Yeah, but let's see what happens. It's just going to drop from here, probably pull liquidity from this fair value gap right here before dropping. But let me also try my best and get at least 3K from this, right? So indirectly, I'm just trying to get 10K from this 714 method. Probably maybe 17K if it actually reaches this level right here, right? But so that's just how it is. The 714 method, you don't actually really have to stress yourself that much. The only thing you need to understand about it is just about the trend analysis, or it's just about the simple things that I've been explaining every single day. If you look at it from here, you can obviously see it, right? A V trend. I know I actually make this place quite messy, but you can actually see it's a V trend, right? Prices pushed from here all the way up to this level, came back to our initial entry within the 714 meter, right? It's simple as that. So we obviously know that this high right here and this low right here are places that we should be looking forward to enter into a trade. Now, what I've been teaching, the reason why that is very, very powerful is if you were going to use that, as you can see, I did not actually use it right. I did not actually use the break of structure if price breaks through this low right here. I did not use it because of this nice candles right here. So when you see this 1, 2, 3 candle right, you can see the candle movement, buyers coming in, buyers came in, but sellers won, even though this is a buy candle. But you can see the place buyers push it to. And when you look at the distance from here all the way down to this level right here, so probably let me find something to use so that you see it well. I think what this do. Yeah, so we are getting down to our final TP, right? So if you look at here, right, this kind of all the way up to this level right here, you can see the differences between that and this level all the way down to this level right here, right? So obviously sellers, buyers came in, pushed price all the way up to this level right here, and what sellers pushed it all the way down. This is more than half of that candle. It's telling you that even though buyers actually won, but the sellers came in much, much more than the buyers, right? Do you understand that? So if the next candle closes in a what, in a bearish form or in a bearish candle, that actually tells you much, much more about even what you already know earlier. This is now confirming to you that yes, what you actually thought was real, because the sellers actually came in that much more, right? Or the sellers actually came in really, really good, right? So obviously a lot of people gets out of trade when it's entering into their stop losses, right? This like this right now, I've been teaching my students about this. You do not have to get out of a trade if it's getting into your stop loss. Your stop loss shouldn't be a place that you are thinking that price is going to take you out. No, your stop loss should rather be a place that you are thinking that, oh, if price is going to pull liquidity, then this is the place price will probably like to pull liquidity from. That's what happens when you put your stop loss. That's what should be inside your mind when you are inputting your stop loss, right? You should think that, oh, this right here, there was a lot of sellers here. If price gets into this level, sellers are coming in much, much more. That's why the stop loss is there. But the concept behind the concept behind it is that when price gets through this, that means it has um, actually gotten through all these sellers that are around this level right here, right? So indirectly, what is going to happen? Price is just going to do what? Push all the way up. Do you get that? So you see me being in most of my trades, it will just be a normal trade, right? I'll be in that trade. You see price pushing all the way into my stop loss, and I'm still not getting out of the trade because I already know that at that place that I kept my stop loss, there are a lot of sellers there. And if price is not getting much, much more liquidity or much, much more momentum to push all the way up, it's going to push to a place that there is more momentum, right? Just imagine you are sitting on a swing. If you push forward, you push forward just sitting at that same level, you see that it wouldn't actually go that much, right? But if you try your best and pull yourself back just a little before you actually push, you realize that the swing is going to move that much or is going to go really, really far, right? So that's just the concept behind this. You have to understand what is happening. You have to understand that your stop loss shouldn't be a location that you should be afraid of. It should rather be a location that you should be like very, very good and confident that price is getting to, right. The reason why a lot of people are afraid of their stop losses is not because price is getting to this stop loss to kick them out. It's because of their entry is wrong. Imagine when this candle came all the way through, you know for sure that this right here is a fair value gap. Price might want to pull liquidity from that fair value gap right there. You know that for sure, but you are entering into a trade here. Just imagine you have to put your stop loss around somewhere here, right? Because you don't want price to actually push all the way through and hit it. So you see how your stop loss is going to be wide. But if you take your time and price makes its normal push, right, from here all the way up into this level right here, and you now do what? You now get out of the trade. So you guys, you see what I was complaining about this morning? My spread is quite large, very, very large. You can see the price came into it twice before it actually took me out. So right now that we've gotten to Right now, I've gotten to our third TP. I'm done with the trades. You guys should be in a trade. I know most of you guys are still in at least one or two trades, so you can just allow it to go. But always remember, bring it probably to somewhere here, right? Just bring it to somewhere here in case price is pushing all the way up. But I'm done, right? So what was I saying? I can't actually remember, right? But what I was just trying to tell you is your stop loss should be a very powerful zone. It should be a zone that when price pushes in, sellers will push them back out very, very fast. Do you see the concept about stop losses? It should be a very powerful zone that when price pushes in, sellers will push them very, very fast and very, very out. So I think I can equally just stop the screen sharing right now, right? I hope you guys are all right with the trade right now. Yeah, I can see that you guys are texting on the distance, but let me just okay. If I finish this right here, I'll obviously attend to you guys, right? All right. So what is happening is you have to understand that with stop losses, it should be a powerful zone. It should be a powerful zone. When price gets into it, it should push or kick price all the way down very, very fast, right? So obviously, when you look at most of my trades, that's what happens. If I was going to be in a trade around here, I would have been in a trade within this fair value gap right here, right? Why would I have been in a trade there? Because, and I've always told you guys, I was just about to forget. I've told you guys, use a fair value gap indicator countless times. You will not understand me, right? You see how this is very, very simple. Most of you guys would have been looking at this and you don't even understand where price is actually going to. But under normal circumstance, you just know that price is trying to retest this fair value gap that has already been tested once, twice, thrice, and even four times right here, right? So obviously, you know that that is what is happening. Price is going to retest it and push all the way down again. So you could have already been in a trade with this nice what candle right here, right? That's the inverted hammer, right? So you could have already been in the trade right there. Now, I know probably most of my students are still in the trade, and most of them don't actually listen to what I say, especially if they are winning a trade. They don't listen at all. They just allow everything to go. But that's just it. Most of them will still be in this trade, and we might actually push all the way down to this level right here. Yeah, but that's just by the way. I'll see you guys in the next video.